Another way that you can figure out your timing is to draw a couple of keyframes and just kind of manipulate them around and see where you like them. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to figure out some timing for a cannonball trajectory. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to double click and I'm going to call this ball. And I'm going to go ahead and just draw with my fluid brush tool a little ball shape over here. And then we'll extend this out, right? So it's already extended out for us. So if I come over here to 2 seconds and I drop in a new keyframe and I switching to V, select my object, and now I move it over here to the other side. Now I can kind of switch back and forth and see that motion. So if I set up my loop, turning loop on, stretching it over the whole thing, you can kind of see this timing play out. So I can see launch and land, launch and land. All right, it seems a little slow to me. So I'm just going to grab this and slide it over a little bit. Now let's try again. Launch and land. Launch and land. Okay, I like that. So now, so I've got that happening on frame 41. So that means right now our animation is taking 42 frames from the launch to the land. Remember, because we're always animating on twos. So if I divide 42 in half, I'm going to get to 21. So if I put in a new keyframe here and I grab my object and I can put that up there at the top. Now we can watch and see we're filling in a little bit more. So we've got launch, apex, and land. Good, and we can kind of just start to feel that timing and see if it works for us. All right, so if I know that I have 42 frames that I want this animation to take, I can divide that in half and I know that I need 21 total drawings. So let's create a new layer, double click, and I'm going to name this guide. And let's go back here to our first frame and let's just put in some little keyframe markers. So I'm going to switch back over to my pencil tool and we'll call this one over here frame 1. And then over here, we're going to have frame 41. And then up at the top here, we have frame 21. All right, so now we can begin to place a little marker there, and we've got a marker here. Now we know that on the downside, we know how gravity is going to affect this ball. So it's a little bit easier to start from here. So we can go to the side and we can divide this one in half. And so this will be frame 39. And we can divide in half. 37, 35. Now I'm going to hold a space bar, hand grabber tool, move in. Then I'm going to hold control, roll in with the mouse, hold space bar again to move down to where I can see. And we'll cut in half here, 33, 31. So you can see that that starts to get awfully tight there at the top. So what we need to do is we need to come back. Let's find our eraser tool. Let's go through and we'll erase our numbers. And we can subdivide these curves just a little bit more. So now that gives this one 39, 37, 35, 33, 31, 29, 27, 25, and 23. So that can kind of give us an idea of where our spacing is going to need to go in here. So let's zoom in a little bit, go down, grab my eraser tool one more time. And let's see, I don't think we need that one. And I don't think we need that one. So we'll have our center line, oops, go back to the brush tool, So 21 will go there, 23, 25, and then 27 and 29 will go there. All right. And then now, because we can sort of cheat this on the other side, because we know that the cannon's going to launch quickly. So it's going to come up, out, and then slow down as it reaches the top of the arc. So we'll be able to copy our drawings onto the other side, at least as a starting point.